Hello, hello, good afternoon. This is the Canadian Disney family. And today we're going to be exploring the Bloor West neighborhood. Good morning, Karen. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us. So my wife and I were talking and we thought, what's an interesting way to show the city? We thought, why not show the Bloor West neighborhood? It doesn't get enough praise in the city, so I figured we'd just take a quick stroll. Show a little bit of what Bloor West has to offer. So right now we're just passing by High Park area. So one of the first places I wanted to talk about was this ice cream shop over here. Now, for those of you who have little ones who take your kids over to High Park to play by the pool and at the playgrounds, this is a great spot to come and have some quiet time with the kids and just have some ice cream, some fun yogurts, lots of cool toppings, and it's also reasonably priced. Got some older townhomes here, definitely in the English style homes here. Pretty cool. Kind of remind me of Harry Potter when he goes to visit his uncle's home. Serious laugh, of course. Over here we got down by the ravine. Another trail down here brings you down to the pond. Feed the ducks, go fishing, those kind of things. Morning, everybody who just joined us in the chat. We're currently in the Bloor West neighborhood. We've now entered the Bloor West village. Over here we got a few little local shops, a hair salon and a gym to work out, a little place to get your bikes fixed, and melon heads. Always great to see melon heads for children's haircuts. The weather's not so bad today. Got a light little breeze. But other than that, it's bearable. For those of you who are into the more healthier styles of ice cream, you can head over here. You got some real funky flavors and looks to their ice cream over here. If you're into that kind of thing. Now, as we get to the top of the hill here, we're going to be passing some of the local shops. Me and my wife like coming over here because it kind of gives you that small town feel in the city. Because coming from downtown, it's all hustle and bustle, but come over here and a bunch of small shops and friendly faces over here. So if you're ever trying to get a little bit of shopping done out of the busy city, it's always nice to come over to one of these little neighborhoods and see what little deals you can find.
Такое, знаешь, вот.
This building here is the public library, Runnymede branch. They have some free activities for the kids, some storytelling and puppet shows. Check the Toronto City Library website for schedules on when the shows happen and when and where, or if your local library is doing a show for the kids. Jaywalk here. There's lots of fun activities to do in the wintertime in Toronto. Skating is a big one. Going around to the local restaurants and seeing the Christmas decorations, and tobogganing and sledding with the kids. Okay, Bloor and Kennedy flowers. This is the spot here. This, Mom, if you're ever wondering where I get those beautiful flowers for you on Mother's Day and Valentine's Day and your birthday, this is the spot. So, Bloor and Kennedy flowers. Yes, Bino, it's very icy outside today. The rain and cold. Had a bit of a party last night and decided to make this icy city. So we're on this side of the Bloor West Village. We have some bakeries over here, and Craig's Cookies. We'll get you some cookies, guys. Let us love heal over here. Over here we got the Green Thumb Fruit Market, another place to, another local place so you can get some good deals on some fruit, vegetables. For those of you who don't like shopping at the major grocery stores, there's always the local ones, you know. Sometimes you gotta support the local businesses. Keep that Canadian economy going, you know? The original pop-up shop on Bloor. 40 to 90% off everything. Wow. Sounds like a sale that never ends. Got another fruit market here. The carload food market. Oh wow, look at that. They added a Timmy's on this corner. It's one thing that this neighborhood was missing was another Tim Hortons. Love the look of these old style buildings, apartment buildings here. So for those of you who are looking for cheap or free activities to do in the wintertime with the kids or a loved one, some of the things that are open are the Art Gallery of Toronto, which is free on Wednesday evenings from 6 to 9. And the Museum of Contemporary Art is free the first Friday of each month. So those are some things you could probably do with a loved one or some kids a little bit older who are interested in the arts or history. Another one of the things that we came across was High Park, which is Toronto's largest public park, with a free zoo that's open in the winter. So the zoo is still open. I'm not sure what animals they would have out right now. Maybe for sure the bison and some of the llamas or yaks. Maybe some goats. Definitely something to do with the littles. Get them to walk up that giant hill and burn some energy. The St. Lawrence Market. So for those of you who don't know about the St. Lawrence Market, it's one of the oldest markets in the city. It is open on the weekend, so it is the kind of like a huge farmer's market in downtown Toronto, where you can get all kinds of different cheeses and milks and meats and different type of spices from all around the world, all down by the St. Lawrence Market. So that's open on the weekends. But yeah, no, there's lots of fun things to do in Toronto. Growing up, one of my favorite things to do was to head to Riverdale Hill and see how long I can last on my toboggan before I wipe out on that huge hill at the Don Valley. Skating is always fun. Skating at Nathan Phillips Square, down to Harbourfront Center. I believe they also have the skating under the Gardiner open as well. I've seen a couple of videos of people doing some skating there. The Harbourfront one is really cool as well because they have themed nights. Like, I remember going and they had like a hip hop night or an 80s night where people would come and dress up and dance to the music and have some nice hot chocolate. So those are some of the outdoor things you can do in the winter. But for homebodies like me, it's sports season, guys. And what better way to spend the winter than watching the Leafs lose and the Raptors try to find their way. The football playoffs are starting to kick in soon. Hopefully you guys are cheering for your favorite teams, and hopefully your favorite team made the playoffs. Let's go Bills. Yes, free zoos are amazing. People with wonderful hearts doing great things, taking care of animals and educating the next generation. I know of the Hyde Park Zoo and the Riverdale Farm, also the one on Center Island. Do you guys know any other free farms in the city? Oh wow, thanks Karen, I did not know about that one. Definitely something we'll have to take a trip and visit. Maybe we can do a stream there. Oh, there's some cool cakes here. All you need is love and cake. Can't argue with that. Get some fresh fruit out. Always good to find some fresh fruit. Got your butcher shop here. And coffee. Gotta have some coffee. This here is cards and such. Now, if you're one of those people who like to give funny cards or cool Christmas cards, pop-up cards, those kind of things, that is the place to be. Lemon and lavender, proudly Canadian. This is like a fun shop. We got like little board games and toys for the kids. It's a cool shop. Never seen it before. Oh wow. Kung Fu Tea. That's pretty cool. That's a cool name. I like that name. You need some tea with a little kick in it. We got another fresh fruit, fresh produce over here at the Fresh Avenue. And the bulk barn. Gotta love the bulk barn. Come in here and see how much candies you can get. There's other things other than candy, but I got a sweet tooth. Oh yeah, nice. Let's do a U-turn here. Right where it says no U-turns. Let's do a U-turn right here. Awesome. Gotta love Toronto drivers. Always keep you on your toes. Oh man, I don't know what that is, but someone's cooking something mighty fine right now. Mighty fine. Get your juice at the Village Juicery. Tinsley Brown. Yes, I have had Wingstop. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Wingstop, Wingstop is an American franchise. Big, I think, big in the South. I came up here a couple of years ago, and the line for this place was ridiculous. So I figured, you know, let me try it out. And you know what? It's not bad. Not bad at all. They could work on their pricing, but other than that, food was good. I like the lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is definitely my favorite. So we got a couple more flower shops over here. Get your bakeries over here as well. Lots of shawarma spots in the city if you're a fan of shawarma. These guys are still got their Christmas lights up. That's awesome. Oh wow, that looks lovely in there. Nice bakery. Cool. Smells better than it looks. Ooh, must be almost lunchtime. Fancy rubber. So for those of you who were with us earlier in the stream, we walked by an ice cream spot that I said was a little bit on the fun side. And this is it here. This is some of the flavors that they have here. Not sure if these flavors interest you, but they definitely look fun. They also have bubble tea and mini donuts there too. The sweet taste of strawberry, made with love. Gotta love food made with love. I don't want no disgruntled workers making my ice cream. My favorite thing to see in the city, shuttle buses. That means that the subway is down somewhere. And everyone has to hop on a shuttle bus. For those of you who experienced shuttle bus, you know where my sarcastic tone is coming from. Oh, that's what I was trying to catch. The train. That's weird. We just saw a shuttle bus go by, and now the subway train is going by. Something's up. Yes, the CN Tower, the Canadian National Tower. I'm confused as what's happening here. Is this a convenience store or a burger shop? Or is it both? I don't know. They got architects making burgers, but somewhere in there. Oh, no, there's a counter in there for burgers. Burgers and chips and beer. Interesting store. Very interesting. Interactive cooking events. Interesting. It's the 360 cooking studio. Interesting. Very interesting. Now we got these old style English homes here. Love their little fences they have in front of their apartments. Kind of like gives you a small sense of privacy in your front yard. Sure, it really deters people from hopping that fence, these spikes. So this is that ice cream shop I mentioned earlier in the stream. That's great for when you are at Hyde Park with the kids and you want to have some quiet time and chill out with some ice cream. They got some fun flavors here as well. Yeah, Hyde Park is definitely a great place to bring the kids for like a full day thing. You can have a picnic if you want to bring some food. There's also a restaurant in there, some ice cream stands, huge swimming pool with water slide, tennis courts, baseball fields, soccer fields, 2 huge playgrounds. So there's one down off of Parkside, which is the giant wooden playground. Kind of looks like a wooden castle. And then there's the playground up here, which is a little bit more modern, which is connected to the splash pad here off of Bloor. They also have a huge pond, which is great for bird watching and feeding the ducks. Also can catch a couple senior citizens fishing down there every once in a while. Obviously there's the zoo to walk through. And for those of you who have dogs, there is at least a quarter, maybe not a quarter, we'll say a quarter of Hyde Park, which is an off the leash dog area. Huge area through the wooded area with little stream running through it and hills and lots of places for your dogs to run around and play. It is huge. Kind of wish I was a dog sometimes walking past it to just have all that open space to run. But yeah, no, it's a great place for picnics and barbecues and fun family activities. Also, the cherry blossoms. The cherry blossoms, people. The cherry blossoms are beautiful. We will definitely be doing a stream in the spring when the cherry blossoms blossom. Just share that with you guys who can't make it down here to see them in person. What time is it? Oh wow, it's already 11:30. Okay, I wanted to show a snowman over here that was built by some kids in the neighborhood, but unfortunately it looks like either Mother Nature or some older children decided to knock it down. It is over there. His scarf is still on him, but his poor head is on the floor. Poor guy. Okay, that will do it for me today. If you guys have any questions about what you saw today, please don't be afraid to ask questions in the comment section. We will try our best to answer any questions you guys have about the neighborhood and any up and coming streams. So please remember to like and subscribe if you like what you see, and stay warm, my friends. Take care. Peace.